Ahoy, mateys! This be the Playing Dutchman, and we are continuing what remains of Edith Finch. We've just discovered the story of Molly, which was awesome, because she had a very, like, the way you read diaries in this game is you actually see them play out and interact in them and everything. But yeah.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
It was her dead body underneath the bed because she was eaten by an octopus monster. I don't know. I can't describe it. I felt some part of Molly was still here. Okay. Well, her diary is apparently a very big part of her. The door doesn't do anything. The window. Oh, I want to walk? Probably not good idea to start jumping in trees like I was.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Let's see. Molly, so that was in the 30s. They all didn't live for very long. Edie lived pretty long. Edith was born in 1990. Okay, so this plays in 2016. Milton never got older than 11. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got. That's the living room we've already been to. And this is another room. Edie's room? That could very well be. Also, that's how we got TV. Okay. Probably logical with there not being any cabling under the ground here.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Oxygen.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Awesome.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Edie
One
won't
summer,
go.
they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For
Well.
a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
When was that? That was when she was still able to stand normally. Built 1937. Avon Finch. Aaron?
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
I guess I understand now that having been a more fantastical story to tell your grandkids instead of just telling.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
More imaginative, surely. Yes. But yeah, no, I very much agree that...
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
I still wear knitted gloves, so I must have had these for a while.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
It's beautiful. It's them and Mom, I
The
imagine.
room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Curse.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Nice. How do we get out? Okay. Do we just walk backwards? Okay. Odin.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
We'll unravel every member of this family. Okay, that's the Sven and Edie's room. Let's hear these books. Beast of Nature, Monsters of the Deep. Folk tales, so a lot of factual books, but also a lot of fiction. Awesome. Every room has its own distinct atmosphere. Oh god. That is ugly as fuck, but awesome nonetheless. Sitting in the yeah, of course. That's what older people gotta sit when they're showering.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
I imagine, yeah. That's ugly. Oh. Ooh, new diary? Or is it not a diary? Toilet diary. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edie Finch. Oh? And what is the secret of the bathroom?
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
No way! That is fucking amazing. No, okay, we're going. That is fucking.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
That's photos. Oh man. If I ever have my own house and are able to do with it whatever I want, there's going to be a secret room. 'Cause I want that shit is just, that's like a childhood dream. To have something that only me and Jen probably would know about. Jen, my girlfriend. If we start living together, there need to be secret rooms, 'cause this is fucking magical. And I just, I love this so much. Whose room is this? And that's creepy. Again, secret rooms, yes. Secret hallways to reach other rooms that other people are in, a little bit less so. At least not if that room belongs to someone else, because that's just creepy. That's awesome. Command center.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Let's try this out.
And that he never talked about him.
Let's try this first. Very much a 60s, 70s kid with the space races and stuff. What's this? Oh wait. Let's keep that until after we've explored the Space Command Center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Awesome.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Yeah.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh, am I gonna fucking jump?
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Are you sure?
I told him going around was impossible.
This is probably an accident.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
This is... What the fuck?
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Okay, that's actually a beautiful way of portraying this otherwise tragic accident.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar.
11.
When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Jumping off of cliffs? That's not good.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Understandable. So we're not actually
Mom said
using...
Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
That is sad. Surprisingly, they should definitely have animated a little bit more dust. Or animated, modeled something. Because this room hadn't been touched for so long. Yeah. Oh my god, the mechanics of this. I'm so Ikeaing my way. Like, we're like doing stuff like this. Man.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh hey, that's the second floor up to the third floor. We've been there before. That's we don't need to go there now, but at least we have this way back now. And let's go into Barbara's room then, I guess.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
She was, right? We can crawl back whenever we want. Oscars, even. Barbara Finch. Wonder, like, I don't think this is a real person, but I have no idea of, like, movie history to know for sure that Barbara
I never
Finch...
thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Happy birthday, Barbara. Is that supposed to be a cake? Ugh. Barb Street? 1944. They all died as, like, kids. But that's the curse they're probably talking about. It's like this wonderful house, this amazing house, is hiding some very dark stories. Which are presented in a very non-depressing manner.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
The surprise ending.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie
Beastie
fans.
Con.
It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Murder.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Jesus.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
Oh shit.
From the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why
Fuck
is your
you.
basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's
'Cause that's
keys
awesome.
in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Even if this hint wasn't like subtle enough.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
The fuck is it? This is amazing.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh, I'm actually going to be able to defend myself in this. Yay, physics. And everything has a nice little comic filter. Yeah. Let's do it. Never mind.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh, that's where Dad got his little accident. There's such amazing detail in this game.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh,
Rick?
sorry, Rick.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act
Great delivery.
furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late
Yeah.
hours later.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Maybe she is. Maybe he is dead. Also, yeah, the boyfriend being your best fan or whatever. What's this? Do I? No. Being your greatest fan and also acting like a fucking prick director for some fucking reason. That's not cool. She probably got a little too attached to... this door used to be normal. Too attached to movie life and wanted someone to...
Are you there? Walter had vanished, but his
with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh, shit.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Well, she knew how to fend for herself.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Well, she didn't confirm any cliches. We know this.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
You're right.
Sally's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Well, he's dead. I mean, probably. Was it Walter? Please no. Oh, hey.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
God, I love what this game is doing.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
What?
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
What?
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story.
No fucking kidding.
Tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Oh, God. This was messed up. Awesomely messed up. But messed up.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Damn. Amazing story, amazing game. And we're going to go in the basement in the next episode. But for now, if you like this episode, give us a like and join me crew for more booty. But now, off the plank with ye.
A frigate sails as old they tell from every corner of the realm, the mouse and keyboard and the helm, the lads of the Playing Dutchman. Soon you'll all be singing the chanty tune of the Playing